Viewers, just close your eyes and let's think back at what we expected in this country after Nirbhaya happened. We certainly did not expect this, Ranjana Kumari. Welcome to the debate. We didn't expect this. Manju Kak yesterday was on the debate. Padma Rao, senior journalist. Vikram Singh, former DGP Uttar Pradesh. Thanks for joining me. We didn't expect this. Raman Malik of the Haryana BJP, Padmalakshmi Iyengar, lawyer of the Supreme Court, making a first appearance on the Newshour this evening. Welcome, Padmalakshmi. Puneet Mittal, advocate in the Delhi High Court. We have Amin Solkar, well-known criminal lawyer from Mumbai, and Ritwik Bisaria is a men's rights activist. It's not a men's rights versus a women's rights issue. It's a human rights issue. Now, I didn't expect this. Nobody expected this. That in this country, so many years after Nirbhaya, when a woman says that I was a victim of rape 3 years back, and when I fought against the system, the same rapist came and raped me again as a form of punishment. A, we didn't expect this to happen. B, we did not expect to be living in a country where rapists are merely circulating evidence to give themselves a clean chit, and the police is allowing it. We didn't expect to be in a country, you know, Mr. Bisaria, I can start with you first. We didn't expect to be in a country where the government puts all its might to take on a rape victim. I thought the government was meant to take on the rape accused. But in this country, the government puts all its might, every ounce of power. Raman Malik raises his hand because he represents the Haryana BJP, but that's what you're doing. You put all your political and bureaucratic and police power to insult the victim, to shame the victim, to doubt the victim. I don't know what you gain by doing so.
I totally detest your statement, Mr. Goswami.
Go ahead, Mr. Malik. I'll tell you why. Go ahead. The debate is open, by the way.
I will also tell you what. As per the rules and as per the Constitution and the Indian penal laws, the government is functional and is totally with the laws. We have a commitment to the state that nobody going and doing something illegal would be spared.
Twice over, same girl raped by the same boys. You have failed in giving any kind of protection. You have failed in giving any justice. You have, and you have also been now trying to pass the suit of the girl. This is absolutely wrong. Haryana government has failed in giving justice. No, listen to me first. Because we went to protest. First time when she was raped, and so many rapes happened, we all from Delhi, from all over the country, women went to Rohtak. We really organized a big protest in Rohtak district. I walked all those miles in Rohtak district to ensure that justice is delivered. We are very, very angry. I could not come to the program, Arnab, yesterday. I'm glad you have taken it up again. You know, this is Haryana state. The government does not even respect the law of the land. He's talking about constitution. They don't respect. The law says the onus of proof after 164 statement has been taken. The onus lies on the boys to prove that they did not do it. They are asking the girl. They are casting aspersions on her. They have not given her justice. They moved from village to the city.
You are wrong here. The guys, 3 of them have been arrested.
No, I'm not
the
wrong.
Evidences that they are producing are going to the FSL. How can you say the rule of land is not being adhered to?
Absolutely.
What are you talking? At the behest.
How? No, why am I
at the behest? Please now listen. Rather than shouting, please listen to what the government is doing.
Let me tell you why I am talking.
She's not. No, she's not shouting. She's not shouting. One second. What do you want me to tell you, Mr. Raman Malik? You want me to say congratulations? Because of the media pressure, you finally arrested 3 of them. You want us to say thank you? You want us to say thank you to you, Mr. Malik? Mr. Malik, hear me now. Mr. Malik, hear me now. Mr. Malik, hear me now. And I find it strange. And I'm going to go public with this and say this today, that I don't know what's happening in our country to our politics and to our media. I don't know, Mr. Malik, 1 minute. I don't know what's happening in our country. I don't know what's happening to our politics. I don't know what's happening to our police. I don't know what's happening to our bureaucracy, to our politicians. And I'm sorry to say this today, I don't know what's happening to our media. That in our media today, Padmalakshmi, one second, Padma Rao, in our media today, in our media today, Mr. Malik, let me say this. In our media today, we are happily discussing, some people think that the story of a comedian joining politics or not is more important, is far more important than what has happened in Rohtak.
Goswami, if you give me 2 minutes, I can explain you the stand of government of Haryana.
I think people who think so, don't give me templated replies. Do not give me templated replies. Do not give me templated replies. I am not going to
give you any reply which is
Mr. Raman Malik, Mr. Malik, let others come into the debate. Let me explain what's happening here. I want to sum up to the viewers how a case of rape of a 20-year-old girl in Haryana, and I underline this, by the same monsters, because they aren't human beings, the same ones who raped her in 2013 have punished her for speaking up by raping her again. And in our country, we think it's more important to know whether a comedian has joined a political party. The question is this. A mother has come out to tell the story of how her daughter is in a state of shock. The law and order machinery of Haryana has come out and effectively doubted the version of the victim. While there are capital punishment calls being made by the brother of the victim, and imagine how the brother of the victim is feeling, and imagine, Mr. Malik, how the mother of the victim is feeling, and don't give me your templated replies. The alleged perpetrators of the crime are circulating a so-called CCTV footage.
I am not known to be
they are planting. It's like I'm telling you, Mr. Malik, I'm telling you, this is as reprehensible. This is as reprehensible as supporters of Tarun Tejpal maligning the victim in that case. And in this case, what's happening? Like Tarun Tejpal and his supporters malign the victim in that case. In this case, the alleged perpetrators of the crime are circulating a CCTV footage to conduct a public trial of the victim, the source of which is still to be found. You know what's happening? This is shame the victim which is going on. We're teaching a lesson to the people of this country that if you are raped and if you dare to speak against it, you're going to be allowed to shame you. You will shame every rape victim and to their family into submission. Padma Rao, please. Padma Rao. After that, Raman Malik, you can come back.
Mr. Malik, since you say that everything is being done, in the proper order, I'd just like to point out to you one thing. The number of cases, even after the draconian anti-rape law was introduced in 2013, Nirbhaya case happened in 2012. Even after that, the number of cases in India
No, Padma, specific on this case. Let's not talk statistics. Padma, I'm sorry. Padma, I don't want to talk statistics now. I'm talking of this case, and I think Ranjana has had the right tone. Vikram Singh on the debate. Vikram Singh is on the debate. Vikram Singh is on the debate. Padma, I'll come to you later. Vikram Singh has a question for Raman Malik. Vikram Singh and Raman Malik, please. Yeah.
Arnab, Mr. Raman Malik.
Yeah.
Mr. Raman Malik, may I ask you to please be accountable to your conscience as a matter of procedure. 13th Criminal Law Amendment Act is a draconian law indeed, but used appropriately, it could have been a major deterrent in this case. You very seldom hear of lightning striking a person twice. Unfortunately, in this case, it has struck twice. What are we doing? We did not go the full hog in the first case. We gave them a long rope. We treated them with kid gloves. And in this case too, we are absolutely lukewarm in our approach. We seem to be sitting on the side of the accused, and they merrily pass on 50 lakhs of rupees for a compromise out of court settlement.
What a crying shame. What a crying shame. And you are the witness to it, Mr. Malik. You are the witness to it. Yeah, continue, Mr. Vikram Singh. Continue, Mr. Vikram Singh.
Please understand that it was a Burkhan rape case.
Rather than just going
Where is your chief minister? 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 Why doesn't he come out today? Why doesn't he assure people? Why doesn't he tell people that what happened in Rohtak is bad? Why doesn't he stick his neck out? Why doesn't he resign? Why doesn't he resign? Why doesn't he resign? And what is more important, the state of Haryana today? Let me ask you.
Categorically saying, Mr. Goswami, please listen.
Just 1 minute, please.
As a spokesperson of the ruling party, I am telling you very categorically, we condemn in the harshest way.
I don't care for your condemnations anymore.
And
I don't care for your condemnations. Ranjana Kumari is speaking on the other side. Please.
Of this whole thing.
Ranjana Kumari is speaking, please.
How come they were allowed to come out? No, let me just say, how did they get bail?
They were given a bail by the court. So now you are telling me that it is responsibility of the government that the court has given them the bail.
Police had to defend. Police had to defend the bail.
So police should be, once a person is accused of rape and given a bail, the police should follow him 24/7.
Police acted on behalf of the accused. That is why they could get bail.
That is why you must listen to what I am saying.
Again.
At least listen to what we have done till now.
Again, they can gang up and go and rape.
Mr. Malik, listen to me. Mr. Malik, Ranjana Kumari, I want to tell you viewers, please watch this carefully and I want to explain what's happening here. This is what is happening. You have to pinch yourself tonight and believe that this is happening in your country. That in your country today, viewers, there is a 20-year-old girl, and trust me, you can switch off the television set. You can change the channel to channels that are discussing why one particular comedian is moving from one party to the other. Or you can pinch yourself and tell yourself that this is the reality in our country today. That a 20-year-old girl who was raped 3 years back, and I know Manju Kak wants to come in, I'm coming to you. A 20-year-old girl was raped 3 years back. She fought the system. She and her family was offered ₹500 crore rupees to just keep quiet and bury the case. They fought the case. Two out of those rapists were put in jail the day they came out. Mr. Malik, listen to me. Mr. Malik, the rapists came out, and I want to ask you, have you even read this FIR? Have you read this FIR that this girl has filed, where she talks about how she was held, how she was, 1 second, Ranjana Kumari, just a minute please, just a minute. How she was held against her will, how she was put into a car, how the rapist said that we are going to teach you a lesson, we are going to teach your brother a lesson, we are going to kill your father. And then they raped her a second time and they threw her because they thought she was dead. Mr. Malik, do you have a heart? And in your state, what does the DGP of your state? I want your DGP to resign.
Arnab, I have read every bit what you are telling me. Read it for me. And now let me tell you the government of Haryana stand.
Read the FIR. Read the FIR, Mr. Malik. Read the FIR tonight. Read the FIR. I too also have the FIR. Read it for me. Read it for me tonight. Read it. Read it for me.
I have read the FIR. Let me tell you what the government of Haryana stands for.
Read the FIR.
Justice will be delivered. There will be no partisan done.
Read the FIR, sir.
The police has been directed. DGP has been directed to look into the matter.
Read the FIR.
And look into the matter with utmost importance.
Ranjana Kumari is speaking.
Now,
can we have her on the screen,
furthermore to this,
1 second.
every proof possible should be looked into, whether it is the call track, whether it is the GPS settings or whatever it is concerned, should be looked into. Any possible angle should not be avoided, and justice should be served in the way it should be by the rule of land.
Your system. I say your system.
Not my system.
Your system.
The system
not our
made
system.
by the Constitution of India.
Your system. Your with a capital Y. It's not the system that we have made. It's a system you create for yourself.
DGP
it's your system.
Looking into the
your
matter.
System. I'm sorry, let me tell you.
Understand the seriousness?
Sir, you know what the DGP has said? You know the seriousness of what the DGP has said? Let me tell you one thing, and please listen to me. I'll tell you why I want your DGP to resign.
Let me tell you very clearly. The DGP or the facts, whatever are there, whether it is from one side or the other, should be thoroughly examined. Justice should not be partisan, and it should be delivered irrespective of who's who.
Manju Kak, before you come in, viewers, I placed the case.
You let them out after the first instance.
No, Ranjana Kumari.
Go back and do it again.
Ranjana Kumari.
What facts is he talking about? He doesn't know the facts.
Do you know?
He doesn't know the facts.
Do you know, Arnab, that as of right now, some time back, almost half an hour, 45 minutes back, as the doctors had given the clearance that she could give a statement, the magistrate, SC committee member and the concerned officer had gone, and they said she is not in a state. Again, the system is there to give her all security.
Your system. I'll tell you about your system.
Need,
can I expose your system?
If there's any requirement whatsoever for them, for security, I myself can go there tomorrow morning.
You think you fool people? Sir, you know what they say? You know what they say, Mr. Malik? Mr. Malik, you know what they say? You can fool some people for some time, all the people for some time, some people for all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time.
What else can I tell you?
I'll tell you. You need to listen.
I myself can go over there tomorrow and ask the officers concerned to be there at guard 24/7. What else would be required?
Mr. Malik, if you listen to me, I'll tell you. Mr. Malik, I have no faith in your system. 1 second, Ranjana, let's nail him down. Let's nail Mr. Malik down on this issue. Mr. Malik, 1 second, and feel free to come in. Ritwik Bisaria, Puneet Mittal, Amin Solkar, Padmalakshmi Iyengar. You're coming for the first time on my program, as well as Manju Kak came on yesterday. Feel free to come in when you want, because I'm not taking turns. It's open debate, as I said. But let me tell Mr. Raman Malik, who represents the ruling party in Haryana, the BJP, let me put some things on record, sir, and answer me factually here.
Why did you not oppose bail? Why did you not cancel bail?
No, Vikram Singh.
How did they get bail?
What efforts did you make to cancel the bail? You did not.
Vikram Singh, can I?
What efforts did you make to invoke the provision of the National Security Act?
Arnab, I would request you to give me one question at a time so that I can give you an answer.
I'll give you the one question. Gentlemen, 1 second.
With the accused.
Vikram Singh, 1 minute. He wants one question at a time. I can fire 10, but I'll put one question to him. Let me see if he can answer this question. In today's press conference,
Yes.
your police, your DGP, KP Singh is your DGP, right? He's the DGP of Haryana, or am I making up this name?
Please carry on, Mr.
No, is he your DGP because you disown everything, right? He's your DGP, right? Thank you.
No,
your DGP. In today's press conference, let me phrase my question.
Yes.
In today's press conference, your DGP raked up the 2013 incident of gang rape of the same young lady, trying to present a narrative that the victim at that time did not immediately say she was gang raped before the magistrate, turning blind to the fact that two of her alleged perpetrators for that very rape reportedly spent 3 years behind bars for that very crime.
Yes.
Right? So either your DGP is on the side of the rapists, or your DGP anticipating that the alleged perpetrators of the crime belong to a community that is upper caste and dominant caste in Haryana, and your party does not have the courage to take on that particular community because you think you will lose votes.
Come on.
That's why your DGP is quiet today.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, I want to know that while the DGP comes out and says that the investigation does not permit him to name the accused in the case, if he cannot name the accused, how on earth is he shaming the victim? You tell me. He cannot name the accused. How can he shame the victim? Somebody explain this logic to me. You are scared, sir, of that community not voting for you. In other words, you feel you are giving a free license to people from any community as long as it is politically loyal to you to go ahead and kill, murder and rape at their will. You cannot do that, sir. You cannot do that, sir.
Indian and public would be deprived of knowing the facts.
Sir, the facts are that this KP Singh said that the same girl got a case.
Please understand, it was very clearly asked. It was very clearly asked of him about the case, and he gave all the details of the case without naming the victim.
Why
now? Ranjana Kumari, would you please listen or just play politics on it?
Who's playing politics?
This is about a woman's life. Stop playing politics on it.
I'm not playing politics.
You are playing politics. That is what you survive on.
Your chief minister.
Let me tell you very clearly.
Playing politics. Please don't.
Let me tell you very clearly about certain facts.
I don't.
This case. This case is very clear. Whatever the facts are facts. They are there in the court of law. There is a case which was there.
What are you talking?
Please listen.
Don't know the facts. How did these two people?
I know the facts. Don't try and teach me the facts.
Free. Listen.
I have read the facts. I've read the FIR. I know the case. So don't try and teach me the facts.
People are so smart, so you can subvert the law. Do you want people to have faith in the system?
Oh, we are subverting the facts. And it is you, like Arvind Kejriwal, who is a baton holder of truth.
You are what are you talking?
Please, I am not suppressing the fact.
I don't know. I know this girl. I only know the girl who has been twice raped.
I am not interested. I am not interested for your politics. I'm here to give you the correct version from two times now, from the government of Haryana and the party, and what is happening. I am not here to caress your ego or to do anything about your ego.
to deliver justice.
What ego?
Your system has failed.
What ego?
We have always delivered justice. We are not a 60-year-old regime that went on. What were you doing in 2012 when two incidents happened? When SC Commission also went, the Parliamentary Committee on SC went. What were you doing at that time? What were you doing in Mercipur case when Rahul Gandhi also went? What were you doing at that time? Why were you quiet at that time?
We were marching. I'll tell you what we were doing. We were marching on the streets of Rohtak.
You are doing nothing as a head of that organization.
To the DC's office. What are you talking? Ask anybody. Brinda Karat was with me. So many other people were with me. What are you talking?
Ma'am, for your information, we are here to deliver justice without appeasement of any caste, creed, religion. And that is what
come on now. 1 second. I'll tell you what's happening in this country, viewers. If you're not understanding what's happening, let me clearly tell you this. There are two ways of looking at this, technically or realistically. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Don't, Mr. Malik, don't make the mistake. This is the news hour. Don't hide behind technicalities. You want to argue on technicalities, I will destroy every one of your technical arguments. All I'm telling you tonight is to be real and to have a heart.
You do what you want and I'll give you the truth.
Sir,
you does not have to hide
Sir,
anywhere.
listen to me. I'll do my job and you do yours, sir. All I'm saying tonight is, if in this country,
don't hackle me on the show.
Sir, please, I
won't get hackled.
Sir, listen, I'm not interested in hassling you. You are hassling people. Now listen to me, sir. If in this country, we look at a rapist or a group of rapists or people who commit gang rape and say that, you know what, let's look at what community they are from, what background they are from, what influence they have, whether they are politically connected or not, and then decide how we want to rationalize our response. Please, sir, please tell me, sir, please tell me, there has to be some sense of justice in this country. So I'm sorry, you tell me.
We are not here to subvert things as they were done in UP.
You're not. And I tell you, I'll tell you, don't politicize the argument, sir. Don't politicize the argument.
I am not politicizing.
I'm asking you.
Anybody is found to be,
I'm asking
whoever
you.
is found to be
I'm
guilty
asking
would be punished.
I'm asking you. Was this lady raped or not? Simple. Was she gang raped a second time by a group of the same 5 people or not? Say.
The court will decide. It is not for political parties to decide.
What court will decide? What court will decide, sir? You want to obfuscate the fact, and tomorrow let me tell you one thing, sir.
Do you think I am a judiciary?
Sir, I think you're blind today to the facts. I'm not saying you're the judiciary. I have no such presumption.
Sorry.
But I want to tell you, sir. I want to tell you, sir. I'm trying to tell you, never on a program have I disagreed with someone as strongly as I disagree with you. I have the FIR in my hands and you have the FIR in your hands. I have the FIR in my hands. You have the FIR in your hands. You can read Hindi, so can I. Our viewers can read Hindi and I'll translate it and Ranjana Kumari may have it. I really want you, sir. I really want you right here, right now, since you have shaming the victim is fine, I want you to read out from the FIR what this 20-year-old girl went through. Read it out tonight.
Sir.
Read it out, sir. Read it out. Let the people of this country know what's happened in Rohtak. Let them know what happened in Rohtak.
Because he doesn't.
Read it out, sir.
Would you like me to answer?
Sir, read out the FIR. You have the FIR with me. You have the FIR with me. आपको हिंदी आती है? पढ़िए. आप पढ़िए. FIR से पढ़िए. आप पढ़िए FIR से.
Being that I respect a woman's modesty and I'm not going to.
Manju Kak.
Let me very clear. Whatever is said as in the FIR is taken to be a statement of the victim, and the victim's statement under the law is taken to be true, and the people accused are supposed to give in their evidences that they are not involved. So the onus to prove is with the people accused, not with the victim.
Please do not show off your knowledge. It is very commonplace. There's nothing in it that you're telling us we don't know. Read the FIR.
Read it.
Hindi mein padhiye.
I have read it and I would not like to utter those things here because I feel the pain. I'm a father of a daughter and I can feel the pain.
Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you, feel what has happened.
What happened to your daughter?
I have read it, Arnab. I am not here to take TRPs. But let me tell you one thing.
Sir, how can you say?
I will not
sir, I'm sorry.
Sir,
I'm sorry. I won't let you get away with this because I'm telling you to read the FIR in all seriousness tonight.
And I'm there.
No.
I am looking into this thing with the vision.
Read the FIR. Read the FIR. Read the FIR today.
Maximum punishment.
Nothing less than that.
आप FIR पढ़िए.
बेटी बचा रहे हैं. आप स्टेट में बेटी बचा रहे हैं. It's a national campaign. I say before the 15th
Madam,
of August,
मेरे को किसी को बचाने की जरूरत नहीं है.
50% of your electorate should get on the streets and agitate for this.
Please listen.
Then I will see you sit on this channel and talk in that smug way that you're talking.
Please listen. I am not supporting anybody. The law is there. The law will take its own course.
Oh, don't give me that rubbish about the law taking its own course.
On humanity should be given the maximum punishment. Even a capital punishment is less for them.
आपकी बेटी को होता, खुदा न करे, आप कहते लॉ विल टेक इट्स ओन कॉर्स. ये गरीब
मैडम, आप खुदा की बात मत करें. खुदा ने बहुत कुछ बोला है और आपके खुदा वाले बहुत कुछ कहते हैं, लेकिन मैं आई एम टेलिंग यू वेरी क्लियरली,
मत लगाइए प्लीज.
शी इज अ डॉटर टू मी
महिलाएं बड़ी हमारी बहुत
एंड आई विल लुक इनटू इट दैट इफ
महिला
एंड हूएवर द पीपल आर शुड बी गिवन
सड़क पे उतर आएगी. आपका यूपी इलेक्शन, आपका हर इलेक्शन तबाह हो जाएगा. इफ 50% women get on the streets, be warned.
आपको इलेक्शन दिख रहा है, आपको सिर्फ इलेक्शन दिख रहा है. You are able to only see election.
बेटी बचाओ.
You are only able to see election.
प्रधानमंत्री कह रहा है बेटी बचाओ. आपने बेटी बचाई. आपने बेटी बचाई. Yes or no?
You are doing it only for your political understand.
Political motive. क्या political motive है? What political motive? What political motive? One second. Raman Malik मेरी बात सुनिए. Raman Malik, one minute. Manju Kak जो है.
A single thing. Why is UP elections being
I'll tell you. One second. She's making. She's a citizen of this country. She's a citizen of this country. She's a citizen of this country. Mister, may you listen to me, Mr. Raman Malik, listen. The law has not taken its own course. Otherwise, we wouldn't be wasting our time talking about this. And Manju Kak is a writer and activist and not a politician. And you're the one who's doing politics about it. Read the FIR. Read the FIR. Read the FIR, sir. Read the FIR. Let the people of this country know what has happened in Rohtak, Haryana. Read the FIR. Read the FIR tonight.
Into fact.
Sir, read it.
And if there is any bit of doubt that evidences are played with, be rest assured, the government of Haryana is committed,
sir,
will not spare even the officers involved.
Sir, one second. Now, Mr. Malik, I don't believe in empty assurances. I don't care about empty assurances in the least. No, I'm sorry. No, one second.
पांचों को हथकड़ी लगाइए. नहीं,
आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर कहां पे? आज सुनिए मेरी बात, एक मिनट रुकिए. In the first half of the day, मैंने पता किया what is the chief minister of Haryana do today?
I can't listen to you, Arnab. If
you can listen to me. Now you don't pretend you don't listen to me because
now you tell me, please, one at a time.
Now let me tell you one thing, Mr. Malik, one second. Mr. Malik, I've got the FIR in my hands, which you don't want to read. You don't want to read the FIR because when you read,
I don't want to read because
you don't want to read. I'll tell you why you don't want to read. क्योंकि आपका मैं कह रहा हूं आप क्यों नहीं पढ़ना चाहते. मैं जनाब आपको कह दूं कि आप क्यों नहीं पढ़ना चाहते FIR. जरा मेरी बात सुनिए. मैं दो शब्द बोलता हूं, आप वहां पे रुक जाते हैं. मेरी बात सुनिए. दिल दहलाने वाला अकाउंट है. रंजना कुमारी को पता है कि कोई अगर दिल दहलाने वाला अकाउंट है और मुझे शर्मिंदा, मुझे शर्म आती है. मुझे शर्म आती है आज.
It is my state.
मुझे शर्म आती है. It is your state. What on earth are you doing if it's your state? If it's your state, then protect your women.
Every bit. Arnab, I cannot detail you a minute-to-minute update, but let me be very candid and honest. Nobody, and I'm assuring you on Times Now News, nobody is going to be spared.
Ranjana Kumari is on the debate. I don't think we are satisfied because...
No, Arnab.
Yeah. And if I open up the lines, you'll feel the anger among our viewers tonight. I'm just not doing that.
First of all, yes, Arnab, why, first of all, they filed only charge sheeted in the first round. 2 of the only culprits were charge sheeted, 3 were just left scot-free. They did not believe the statement of the girl even in the first round. Second round, they did not defend the bail properly, and the boys were released on bail.
Why?
To be able to gang up and come back, and now they are trying to show a video by the rapists, and they are trying to convince the nation that the boys were not there. The girl is telling a lie. This is casting aspersions on the victim who has been raped twice over by the same gang. Father is saying, I'm not safe. They have to leave the village home and settle down in the city. Do you understand the pain of all this, Mr. Malik? And you are asking me the question. We march on the street. I'm telling you, you come. I'll show you all the evidence to tell you how we were following that case. What are you trying to tell the whole nation? You did not have the courage to read the FIR, which clearly states that this is a vengeance, this is a revenge. Which girl is safe today in this country? You tell me. How do we have any faith in the system today when the justice fails us, when the police fails us, when your state has failed this girl, when your chief minister doesn't have the courage to come and answer our questions? How do we have faith in this system? What are you talking, Mr. Malik? You should be, your whole voice is really trying to defend something which cannot be defended today. What are you talking? You have put us to shame globally.
And by the way,
I do not know of any global media which did not come to ask the question today.
1 second. At that point of time, and you want to put the onus on activists like Ranjana Kumari, why did you march? You want to tell Manju Kak you're a politician. You want to insult everybody on the program. You think only you are right. Now let me tell you, sir, what happened. Let me tell you, because this is a story worth narrating, and you are ashamed to read from that FIR. I am not, because that brave young lady was wrote it in the FIR, and that FIR shows her pain and her agony. Wake up. The girl says the 2 boys pulled her into the car and raped her, and then threatened her that we will kill your father who travels daily to Bahadurgarh. He will not see the end of day. We will rape you, then we will kill your father. And then we will kill your younger brother as well. So we will, 1 minute, let me complete, and don't stop me, because you know you're getting embarrassed. You rape this girl, you say that you got stuck with us again, and here we are, we have taken you into the car, we are going to rape you, we are going to kill your father, we are going to kill your younger brother. And then the girl was raped in the moving car, 2 boys pulled her into the car, the rest of the 3 boys were sitting inside the car, and they tried to kill her after the rape, and then one of them said, don't kill her because you'll get into greater trouble. And you know what, you are sitting on the program saying, what is the big deal about what has happened? And as we speak tonight, as I broadcast tonight, a victim of rape.
Mr. Goswami,
where is your chief minister?
Please do not
Where's your chief minister?
put it in the wrong perspective.
Wrong perspective. I put it in the right perspective. You're putting the wrong perspective.
That
So what
all
is the right
those people
perspective?
involved in this heinous crime would not be spared, and
Puneet Mittal is on the debate. Puneet Mittal is on the debate.
This is a commitment.
Puneet Mittal is on the debate. Puneet Mittal, Padmalakshmi, 9:45 if you want to come in. Puneet Mittal, Padmalakshmi, Ritwik Bisaria and Amin Solkar. Yes, Puneet.
Yeah.
Yes, Puneet, go on.
Arnab,
yes, Puneet, go on.
Arnab, can I make a point if I'm permitted to do so, actually?
Please, go ahead.
Can I make a point,
feel free to come in. Yeah, it's open.
Undoubtedly, the allegations are serious. There is no doubt about it. Undoubtedly, the allegations are serious, and there is no doubt about it. But let me make a legal situation very, very clear. The accused having made an alibi is the story.
What?
An alibi, if found to be false, this is going to come very heavily on them.
Rubbish alibi. Rubbish alibi doesn't add up.
Doesn't add up.
Please tell me. No, 1 second. Mr. Mittal, let me ask you a question. Tomorrow, you know, there is unfortunately in our country, there are some people, Mr. Mittal, listen to me for just a while. There is, you know the case of Nirbhaya. Let's talk logically, Mr. Mittal, and I have a counter question for you. Hear me. Tomorrow, will you watch some documentary where Nirbhaya's rapist exonerates himself? And will you say, will you say you will examine the statement? No, I just want to understand from you your logic. Tomorrow, the Shakti Mill rapist comes out and produces CCTV footage of where they were at a different time on the day of the incident. Will you say, let's waste some more time and examine it? Will every murderer and rapist be given an opportunity to present evidence? What is the evidentiary value of evidence produced by an accused?
Hang on. I think we got it all wrong.
No, I didn't. You got it wrong.
I think we got it all wrong. You please understand what I'm trying to tell you. All I'm trying to tell you, please listen to me very carefully. I'm wording it very, very carefully for you again. All I'm saying is that if that evidence is found to be false, he is in serious trouble. That evidence is going to be read against him as negative evidence.
No, that's all. That's all.
Along with the statement.
Listen, Mr. Mittal, in your attempt to word it, you're making the classical mistake that many lawyers make. I'll tell you why, Mr. Mittal. Mr. Mittal, this is a problem. This is a problem with lawyers. Mr. Let me explain to you. The argument is I'm putting logic. You're trying to put some technicality on logic and technicality and law. I can take you on logic. First point. Tomorrow, no matter how heinous, logic, technicality and law. I said I'll take you on 3 issues. So let me please. First, I take you on logic. Logic. Tomorrow, no matter how heinous the crime, the alleged perpetrators can release some footage to gain sympathy. It will be considered even if it detracts and delays justice. And I'm sorry, we don't have the time to waste. Technicality. Tomorrow, if there is a murder committed, instead of keeping a razor focus on working to ensure the victim justice, the law and order machinery will be wasting time. Now, let me tell you the entire issue in terms of the aspect of law. As far as law is concerned, the Supreme Court has said time and again that a rape victim should not be put on par with an accomplice and her testimony should not be looked at with suspicion. You are fully aware of State of Maharashtra versus Chandraprakash Kevalchand Jain. All India Records, 1990 Supreme Court, 658. Look at the number. Supreme Court held that a woman who is a victim of sexual assault is not an accomplice to the crime but is a victim of another person's lust. And therefore, her evidence... Mark, I am also wording myself well, and I want you and Padmalakshmi Iyengar to argue with me on law on this one. The Supreme Court said, Padmalakshmi, that her evidence need not be tested. That her evidence need not. That her evidence need not be tested with the same amount of suspicion as that of an accomplice. In 2011, Supreme Court said that in rape cases there was no need for corroboration and conviction to be imposed on the sole victim of a statement, as her statement cannot be looked at with suspicion. The state of Haryana is looking at the statement of the victim with suspicion. That's my problem. You are treating the statement of a victim with suspicion. Padmalakshmi, how can we allow it?
You are wrong.
No, sir, you are completely wrong. Argue with me on facts.
Suspicion? No. The onus to prove their innocence is on the accused.
Rubbish. That's not what you're doing.
If you were to permit me to answer that,
that is what is happening.
May I say something at this point?
Yeah, Padmalakshmi, go on.
2 minutes to say something.
Go on, Padmalakshmi. Feel free to come in. It's an open debate. Yeah.
See, I was...
Half a second.
No, yes, Padmalakshmi first. She hasn't come in.
Everybody patiently, and I don't... May I speak now?
Let's hear you. Please go ahead.
Go on, Padmalakshmi. I've said it a third time. Go on.
Yes,
Jump right into the debate.
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you. So, yes. So, therefore, if you can bear me out for just 2 minutes. You started by the whole debate by saying, I do not know where the politicians are headed. I don't know what the police is doing. I don't know what the laws are up to. But what you forgot to mention, Arnab, and which is very relevant is, you do not know what the safety of the women, what is happening to the safety of women. And that is the crux of this matter. Okay, so if we did not need this kind of activism, we didn't need these kind of, protests, we don't need to thrust it in somebody's face that look at me, injustice has been done to me. If everybody looked at the safety of women, the very fact that you can politicize bodily, emotional and physical harm to somebody and say that, justified by saying that my government will look into it and my DGP will look into it is shameful to say the least.
I agree. I agree with you.
The fact that every time we have to depend on the victim to come up with her statement, the fact that we have men say that women dress up in a certain way, and we have that you're out for a movie at a certain time and you're calling it upon yourself is shameful enough. And therefore, having said all of that, and with a lot of responsibility, I want to say just one thing. The media's responsibility, the media's job is to constantly highlight it, is to make sure that no one gets away scot-free and no administration puts a lid on this. But beyond that, where it comes to examining evidence, where it comes to taking everything on record, where it comes to knowing the truth behind it, we must leave it to the interpretation.
Padmalakshmi, I'm sorry. I wish. Padmalakshmi, one second. One minute. Okay, Ranjana, one second. Padmalakshmi, one sentence in response. One sentence in response.
But I can't listen to 3 people at the same time.
That's all right. right, okay.
Listen to me in one sentence.
Padmalakshmi, yeah.
Padmalakshmi,
Yeah.
you don't know how they have messed up this case. They have left the 3 boys because they come from a particular class. Why is Chief Minister not speaking? Do you know why he's not speaking? Because he doesn't want to question these caste people. 3 of them were let loose. 2 of them went to, they were booked. And finally they were left out on bail to again gang up and go and rape the girl. Do you think investigations are proper? Do you think police really did foolproof investigation so the boys don't get bail? Do you think they did that? No, they did not do it. They have connived with the victim. It is a political conspiracy also on a poor 21-year-old body.
I think Ranjana, one second. Ranjana Kumari. I wish Padmalakshmi, I wish things were as simple as you are imagining it to be. I genuinely, no, Padmalakshmi, you said it and I heard it, and you were there, you were outlining the limits of what the media should do. Padmalakshmi, listen,
Padmalakshmi, say that I do not know what is happening to the safety of the women in this country.
Miss Padmalakshmi,
so I know it's not as simple.
No, Miss Padmalakshmi.
I know Ranjana Kumari has to constantly be at it. I know that.
Padmalakshmi.
So I am not for a moment writing it off as a simple thing.
No, you hear me for a while. Hear me for a while. Hear me for a while. Just hear me for a while. You see, I found your argument where you are basically saying, of course the media must pick it up, of course activists should do what they do, but we must let the system examine whoever is authorized to examine and gather the evidence. Okay? Basically you're saying you're setting the Lakshman Rekha for what the media should do. With the greatest of respect to you, I want to tell you one thing, Padmalakshmi Iyengar, that it is sections of the media which have set a Lakshman Rekha for themselves. A Lakshman Rekha so safe that they do not want to be seen to be aggressively taking on the system, because they don't want to upset the system. Otherwise, do not tell me that all of Latian's media in Delhi could not have been picking up this case as aggressively as they should. 1 second. So as far as Lakshman Rekhas are put, the media puts it for themselves. Point number 2, in this case, a person commits the crime and the complainant is discredited. Mr. Raman Malik, I will keep repeating what has happened because truly I want to embarrass you today. I'm making it very clear because only I believe, Mr. Padmalakshmi, what's it? I want to complete my point. Padmalakshmi, I have a certainly different view. I have a certainly different view of the role of the media from yours, with the greatest of respect, and I don't mean it with personal disrespect, but I'm saying this to you, Padmalakshmi, because my view is that in this country, unless the media calls people out, nothing happens. If sections of the media don't make a noise, believe me, Rohtak would not even be looked at. It would be put in some page 13 of a paper in a single column somewhere and been forgotten. Cover up after cover up would have happened. Murthal has still been covered up. And in this particular case, I believe only if the media crosses the Lakshman Rekha set by the old media will change happen. Mr. Malik, before you raise your hand, I will embarrass you one more time by repeating what has happened. First, a young girl is gang raped by men. 2 of the accused are put behind bars between 2013 and 2016. 2 of the accused come out on bail in 2016, about a month ago from when we speak. According to the victim, and I have no reason to doubt her, the same 5 monsters push her into a car by force, where she's attacked and physically assaulted and slapped and beaten and strangulated. And according to the victim, she was threatened by these same men while they were raping her. That we will, after we rape you, kill your father, and we will kill your brother, we will kill your younger brother, and these same men who have raped her for a second time threw her out of the car after gang raping her a second time. And as of now, the police, Padmalakshmi, let me tell you what the police says. Let me tell you what the police says. Let me tell you what the police says. The police says,
let me also ask you
today.
There was some allegations onto you also sometime back.
Mr. Raman Malik, you know something, you try your stunts on someone else. Now my question to you is this. Why did your DGP in a press conference, why did your DGP, you don't want to answer my question, but I'll force you to. Why did your DGP rake up the 2013 incident, saying that in 2013 also this girl was trying to did not first say she was gang raped before the magistrate? Why did they try to put a doubt on her? Why did they try to shame her? You tell me, give me an answer to that.
To say, or should I understand it correctly, that Arnab Goswami is very categorically on the news saying
I am asking you as categorically and as clearly as required,
was wrong,
and everybody
the people of those judiciary, the judges, should be culpable for their release.
What are you saying? What is you're trying a stunt with me?
Yes,
right? One second.
This
What's
is
your
what you're trying to implicate.
What's your stunt? Come on, do your stunt. Continue your stunt.
Mr. Vikram Singh said that.
What you are asking me, let me tell you
You're
very
trying a
clearly,
stunt because you don't answer the
BJP was nowhere involved.
Ranjana, I can handle it.
Nowhere involved in giving them a bail.
Ranjana, I'm clear about. I'm asking you a question. Now you finished your stunt. My question to you in this press conference, almost parroted narrative. Listen to me. Tell me, why did your DGP in the press conference say today that in 2013 also this girl was saying different things? She did not initially say she was gang raped. When you know that two of her perpetrators were 3 years behind bars for that crime, why was your DGP KP Singh insulting and shaming the victim? You give me a straight answer, and if you can't give me a straight answer, say I can't.
Sir, I'll give you a very straight answer. He was narrating what was there in the case file. He was not narrating anything which was concocted.
Narrating. So she was.
He was giving an answer to a press gentleman who had asked him a question about the case, and he was narrating what was there in the case.
He didn't know the fact.
He's not supposed to. He's not supposed to give. Is he not supposed to talk facts?
So he was building a narrative. He was building a narrative that the girl is not speaking the truth.
How could you put two
I am not trying to save anybody. Please understand.
Padma Rao is on the debate.
3 people are behind bars. The other 2 are going to be very
Raman Malik. Only Padma Rao and Raman Malik.
At a press conference.
Padma Rao, go on. Padma Rao is asking a question. Go on.
Yeah, he was floating a dangerous speculation in the air. He just by mentioning at the press conference a detail which is entirely irrelevant, this was a silent and rather mischievous question he was asking, and it immediately raises doubts on the girl's intentions and the veracity of her statement. Where was the necessity? Where was the necessity to raise this about? But you know, 3 years ago also she didn't tell the magistrate that it was a gang rape. How is it relevant?
Ritwik Bisaria has been wanting to come in. Ritwik Bisaria has been wanting to come in. I would like him to come in.
With all due respect.
Ritwik Bisaria.
Yeah.
Ritwik.
Arnab, I will just make 2 very important points. One is, I don't know why media cherry picks only things related to women issues and never picks up. I'll tell you the exact case which has happened today where a guy has been lynched just as a rape accused.
I'm just saying that has been raped by a whole gang of people twice. And you are saying why media picks up only about the girl? What are you talking? What are you talking?
Let him have a say. Let him have a say.
Speak as well. I have to.
What is the percentage of crime against women in this country?
Second point I really want to raise is that the system is already so overburdened with so many fake cases that every complaint needs to be looked at properly. See, again, I am not passing any judgment about this current case. All I am saying is investigation should be allowed.
I think you're wasting time. Amin Solkar. Amin Solkar, please. Amin Solkar on the debate, please. One question. Amin Solkar is putting. Who's your question to? 1 second. Who's your question to? Amin Solkar. Amin Solkar is asking a question. Mr. Malik, question from Amin Solkar in Mumbai, please.
The law of the land was not competent to handle this case earlier and gave the bail.
No, after he was released on bail, it was the duty of the state government to see that the victim is protected. And first of all, for 1 month, that victim was not protected. And there were guidelines given by the Supreme Court in such cases how the state government has to act. Neither you went in for cancellation of bail, neither you also even looked into it. And finally, even today,
let me also tell you here,
even today I feel
that if there is a laxity,
the state government has not provided
in compliance to any order of the Supreme Court, I assure you that this particular thing that you are putting forward, I will personally tell it that this should be looked into and it should be reported back whether they were given protection or not, how much
you didn't know all this
and if there's somebody who is culpable for not adhering to that order, should be also punished.
But when? After another month? They're waiting for something more?
Whenever they are taken, basic videos or whatever the proofs they are giving for their innocence,
your government is not following the guidance of the Supreme Court. in such cases?
Not. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Padma Rao, please, and I have a couple of more questions on this debate, please. I just want to ask you, where was your chief minister today? No, Padma Rao.
I don't understand this argument about the slowness of the judiciary. This is no excuse. Rape cases, so-called fast-track courts were set up specifically for rape cases, and you cannot say therefore that, oh, but you know the judiciary takes its own time.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point.
So long. That's ridiculous. What does fast track mean? 3 years and letting out 2 accused people on bail again?
And in fact, I would say, I would say the delay of 3 years, in fact, it was the state government who wanted to see that these people come out on bail.
Absolutely. You were protecting the rapists all this while, and now that they've come out and committed an act of rape, you are almost give them some time.
Leave beside
Vikram Singh,
heinous criminal like this.
Vikram Singh. No. Why was your chief minister
Arnab, just 3 questions of Mr. Raman.
Okay. We'll take one question, one answer at a time. Go on.
Why did you not oppose bail in the first case?
Why didn't you, sir?
Number 2, why did you not announce rewards on their arrests? Number 3, why did you not invoke the provisions of the National Security Act subclause 2 on public order? It seems that the DGP, when he comes before the media, is to announce rewards on the arrest of criminals, not to give them an alibi and an escape route. It is most unusual for a DGP to speak almost like the accused advocates. It is very disgusting, to say the least. Agreed. Being a pachyderm.
Mr. Malik is absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. If in this country, director generals of police start, no, Mr. Malik, 1 second, let me say one sentence here. If in this country, I'm sorry, a woman has been raped before she's raped again by the same 5 perpetrators, there is going to be zero confidence in any government. Do you hear me? And don't tell me about law taking its own course, because when the BJP was in the opposition, at that time Nirbhaya happened, at that time Sushma Swaraj or any of your leaders, none of your BJP leaders, none of them said law will take its own course. At that time you were impatient for change. You said this country wants change. Now you are in power. You give us the change. You said when Nirbhaya happened, this country wants change. How come you became the establishment in 2 years?
Are you aware of that, Mr. Goswami?
Aware of what? What did you do during Nirbhaya and what are you doing now?
The custodial interrogation of the 3 arrested is already started.
Sir, the police has come out wishy-washy in this case. Is this really a time or situation in which
been arrested? The other 2 are being looked at and they would be arrested. Our police is competent to hold them up.
Your police
please
is not
announce a reward on them. Mr. Raman, please announce a reward. So and instead of going for expediency,
why do I need to announce a reward when we can hold them up?
Hold them up. Your police was sleeping.
And we will hold them in the next.
Your police. So Mr. Malik. I'm sorry, Mr. Malik. 1 second. Raman, 1 second. You protest too much, sir.
They will not.
You protest too much. You protest too much. Now I will have to take you on what the state police did. 1 second. Ranjana Kumari is saying something, but can I just tell you one thing? Your police has prejudiced the judicial probe today with its press conference. Your point is your police's utter failure to protect the victim is evident from the fact that despite continuous threat calls and death calls, they did not take any appropriate action, only to now notice that the accused have committed the crime again. What were they doing till now? Only 3 arrests 6 days later. Today the DGP KP Singh of the Haryana police comes out and proudly announces that 3 of the perpetrators of the rape case have been arrested. Why didn't he also tell the media today? Why didn't he also tell the media today that despite having a force of 56,989 policemen in Haryana, they are not able to arrest 2 men 6 days later? 2 men you cannot arrest 6 days later. Are you trying to tell me?
Were there answering the police?
You see the reluctance.
Even yesterday or today morning.
You don't want
they were there cooperating with the
Ranjana Kumari.
They were there.
They don't want to arrest them.
As it was found,
it's so clear. It's so clear they're reluctant to arrest them. They don't want to arrest them. And if the 3 of them are arrested,
who says we don't want to? We are not Congress, ma'am.
Interrogated for 3. Of course.
We are not Congress.
No, but you have not arrested them.
We are not Congress.
You are not Congress, or whatever you are. You are not
out of Nirbhaya, you create a spokesperson.
Are you going to take action against DGP? Is your chief minister going to take action against the DGP for casting aspersions on the victim of rape? Are you going to do it? Why is your chief minister not
buy himself
speaking?
another bulletproof car.
This case is not worth his attention. Do you think this case is not worth his attention? That's what you're doing.
You are trying to portray, but we are not doubting her.
You said that.
We are not doubting her integrity, her statement.
Mr. Malik, you said that in the program that your DGP police says that in even earlier case she did not know her statement. What are you talking?
To talk to the victim.
You will not arrest the other two. You will not arrest. I know that because you did not arrest in the first round and the other ones.
And Arnab must clarify it to the nation that Ranjana Kumari wants that if anybody is accused of a rape should be hanged without trial.
Absolutely.
No.
What do you mean by without trial? What are you talking, Mr. Malik? Please don't try to mislead the nation. Everybody knows what we do. Everybody knows what Ranjana Kumari does. You don't have to give me. I'm not looking for a certificate from you. But what your government is doing exposes your conviction to.
You should stand up.
Please calm down. By shouting,
do you know 70 years going to be of independence, and this is the status of women's safety in the country. And you are saying I'm shouting. You are saying I'm shouting. I'm not shouting. I'm really feeling appalled. I'm appalled at your argument. I'm appalled at the behavior of your DGP. I'm appalled at the behavior of your police. I'm appalled at the behavior of the system, which is not giving justice to women. You are saying I'm shouting.
Not allow the law to
be made.
You may say whatever you want because that makes your shop work.
What? What did you say?
But let me tell you.
What did you say?
What did you
say? What did you say?
What does he mean by that?
Raman Malik, what did you say? What did you say? One second, Raman Malik, what did you say?
I said.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said.
Yeah.
The accused must prove their innocence. It is not for the victim to prove her innocence. It is as simple as that.
What are you doing till now? Why haven't you done anything till now?
You did not say that. Look, you don't have.
What did you do till now?
You don't have the courage to find out.
If you want tomorrow morning, there would be update. I can give it to you, and I can keep you updated every 5 hours.
I'll tell you, Mr. Malik, I want all those 5. I think everybody wants all those 5 arrested. They want to see your chief minister show his face. Your chief minister today, I found out, Mr. Malik, your chief minister spent the first half of his day at the governor's house because he was very busy to attend some function about the Lokayukt swearing in, so he spent the first half of a day enjoying himself there. At the afternoon, he was at the secretariat. The entire evening, he was at his residence doing practically nothing. You tell me, the chief minister didn't have the time to come out once.
How do you know?
Come out. No, he's so busy, he can't come out once and show his solidarity with the victim. No, he can't come out once.
He was doing nothing.
I want.
Do you know the chief minister?
If you tell me that he's at his residence attending departmental meetings, then let me tell you, it is more important for your chief minister when the whole country is talking about this to show some empathy and support for the victim in this case.
Yeah.
Not to have an ostrich-like approach and go into hiding.
Mr. Goswami, be rest assured that this case is being taken up with utmost importance.
I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Raman Malik.
Nobody whatsoever would be spared.
Mr. Malik.
It is not convincing.
Nobody would be spared.
Say anything to us, anything to me. You can say anything, but I can tell you, looking at the the whole nation knows the facts today.
I'd only say this
Mr. Malik, please. You can say anything to me. I don't care. You can abuse me, accuse me, say whatever you want to say.
Arnab, what do you want? What does Ranjana Kumari want? Those 5 should be brought here on time now and hanged.
Yes. Okay.
Mr. Malik, exaggeration will get you nowhere. One second, Ranjana Kumari. Yes. Ranjana Kumari, 1 minute. Ranjana Kumari, I just want to tell Mr. Malik there. He's a politician, but you must know, exaggeration will get you nowhere. As I speak tonight, a victim of rape heals her wounds physically to prepare to give a statement. And there is a campaign to discredit her. I will neither rest nor will I be assured, because 6 days after the crime, don't throw hyperbole at me. I'll throw it right back at you. 2 of these 20-year-olds rapists are on the loose.
Law will take its toll on the person guilty in this matter.
Do we hear an apology from you to not be able to protect
and let me tell you, the people who do their businesses on these kind of issues would be stripped naked.
Tomorrow, if 4 lakh women get on the street.
What did you say? What did you say? 1 second, Mr. Malik. Clarify yourself. What did you just say? What did you say? The people who do businesses, who are you talking about? And what did you mean? I want to know. You said the people who do businesses on these issues will be stripped naked. What were you saying? Who are you talking about?
My point is
who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Your problem is you don't listen.
Who are you talking about?
Mr. Raman,
who are you talking about?
I am telling you on the show that anybody who's guilty will be punished and justice would be delivered.
Mr. Malik, today we have an FIR.
We are not here to do this thing.
Mr.
We are
Malik,
here to give
those
justice
who,
and we are here to give
those who
equal
raise
rights
this
to
issue,
everybody.
those who raise this issue, now I'm last time I'm telling you, those who raise issues, whether it is the media, whether it is activists, and certainly if it is citizens, do never, I have one piece of advice for you, don't let the arrogance of power go to your head so quickly. Mr. Malik, it's arrogance of power that you don't let me complete a single sentence on the program. I remember that when the Congress party was in power, the Congress leaders would not let me finish a single sentence on the program, and I would say to them, don't get the arrogance of power into your head, so please listen to me. So remember one thing about Mr. Malik, remember one thing, Mr. Malik, about power. Remember one thing about power, Mr. Malik. Remember one thing about power, Mr. Malik. Mr. Malik, you should, Mr. Malik, let me tell you one thing. Mr. Malik, you're not listening to me, and every time you speak over me, it's the same arrogance of power that is beginning to be reflected, and you need to listen to me for a while. But because you're not even listening. If you can, then be quiet for a while. Because when politicians love the sound of their own voice, and they don't listen to anyone, whether it is people who agree or disagree with them, and when they use language like those people who take us on and make this a business will be stripped naked. When you say language like that, you know what you're trying to do, Mr. Malik? You are trying to threaten people. But I'll tell you one thing, you will neither be able to successfully threaten people, nor will your arrogance of power work. Power has one thing to it. It's here today, gone tomorrow. So remember, use the power for what it is worth, for the interests of the people while you're sitting on that chair.
I've been an activist for the last 22 years. And let me tell you honestly, I detest the very word rape. And anybody involved in it, if proven guilty, according to me, should be hanged in public.
You have only lectured us on how good and great you are, instead of hearing one word of apology from you or your government. A public servant hai.
It is. I condemn this.
You're not a public servant. Look at your age. Believe you me, there are politicians. If your prime minister was on television, he would have said, I apologize to the nation for this rape. These would have been his first
words. But your chief minister is nowhere to be seen. And by the way, I also want to place on record out here, Manju Kak, 1 second. Manju Kak, 1 minute. It is about the individuals, because there are 2 BJP chief ministers. There was a case which happened in Ahmednagar, and Devendra Fadnavis came out and he said, I'm going to do a fast track court on this. He gave a statement with 24 hours. He at least appeared to be concerned about what's going on. But the problem with your chief minister, the problem with your chief minister is Haryana. He thinks he doesn't need to care.
Arnab, the action is already on the records.
What was this action?
People have been arrested.
I think
they have been interrogated. What do you want? You want a 15-minute trial and
public communication to train you.
We want 5 out of 5 in custody. I'll tell you what.
What would satisfy you?
Program. You have insulted all women on your program. How have
I insulted? I am saying that a person who does a heinous crime like this should be hanged. Capital punishment. Where have I insulted?
Unprofessional, arrogant, and completely humiliated women on this program.
Arrogance. There is no arrogance,
ma'am. Now you are not prepared to apologize for your government.
I have apologized. I have condemned it in the very beginning of the statement that I made.
I have 5 demands. Listen to me. Can I articulate 5 things? So Ranjana Kumari is far more equipped. She's the one on the ground who's been fighting on this.
Your total arrogance of power.
One second. Five last points. Five last points, Mr.
We are
Malik.
answerable
Mr. Malik,
each and every
Mr. Malik,
citizen of Haryana.
Mr. Malik, remember one thing.
2.5 crore
Mr.
of them.
Malik, Mr. Malik, one thing I'll tell you. One thing I'll tell you. You listen to me very clearly. 5 things, okay? 1, 5 out of 5 should be arrested, put behind bars immediately. Point number 1. Point number 2, provide complete safety to the family. Don't put them into some kind of hospital or house arrest. Provide safety and security, not for now, for a long time. 3rd, immediately take action against your Director General of Police for shaming the victim or attempting to do that by trying to build a counter narrative at today's press conference. 4, give the media minute-to-minute updates of the action that you are taking. 5, I want to see the Chief Minister come out and issue a statement on this, not a wishy-washy one, to his state and to the people of this country. And one thing I'll tell you, Mr. Malik, we do our jobs seriously, honestly, to the best of our ability. We have disagreements about how far journalism should or should not go, like I have had an honest disagreement with Padmalakshmi Iyengar today. But my issue is this: do not come and tell us we do things for TRPs, okay? We do journalism because we believe that we need to take what is wrong on. There are some things that go far, far beyond TRPs. So I have had many politicians on the program who come and tell me, things like this when they are taken on. You may be uncomfortable. The last person who said we are doing things for TRPs was Suresh Kalmadi. So please don't try that stunt on me, Mr. Malik. We do our jobs honestly. Our reporters on the ground are doing their jobs honestly. And I think by taking on the media you get nothing. Take on the perpetrators. Take on the rapists. Take on the rapists. You will
have to listen.
Take on the rapists.
You will have to listen.
Take on the rapists, sir. Take on the rapists.
Why do we have to
take on the rapists? Make it 5 on 5. Let the police show that it can act. Where are the thousands of policemen who cannot catch 2 people because the top political establishment does not let them?
These guys would be arrested, they will be given protection, and justice would be served. That's it.
And I want the Chief Minister. By when? What's the deadline? What's the deadline? What's the deadline?
Add to those 5.
What's the deadline?
Let me discuss whatever are the things, and I will get back to you on it.
Let him give us a deadline. We are watching.
And let me tell you,
what's happening
if you want an update, we will keep giving you an update on this.
By saying you have insulted us enough, but we will still watch it, Arnab.
No, we won't.
Because this is our life commitment.
Well, we will
tell you if you have done anything wrong. We will really follow it. And Arnab, we will let you know what they are doing in Haryana.
And this has nothing to do with politics.
Ma'am, let me be very candid and honest.
I'd say this to everyone.
We are not here to create a name for ourselves. I've been an unknown person for 25 years and I can be another unknown worker of the party for the next 25 years.
It's not about yourself, sir. I thank you all very much. Ranjana Kumari, Vikram Singh, Padma Rao, Manju Kak, Amin Solkar, Ritwik Bisaria, Puneet Mittal, Padmalakshmi Iyengar, and of course Raman Malik for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you.